Welcome to Sessions with Stephanie.
Thank you.
How are we doing? Good morning, good evening, good night. We have the beautiful Bianca Rodriguez. Hey, baby.
Hi. Thank you. Okay, thanks. Happy to be here. Yeah.
I'm so happy to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been up?
Oh, I've been busy.
See that?
You know?
Yeah.
Booked
I've been
in
trying to
class.
get you for a minute. I'm glad that you can finally grace me with your
Okay.
presence, you little touring comedian. You.
It is Wednesday, so
It is.
it's,
And
right?
thank you
Yeah.
because you left work for this. Well,
I try to leave work every day if I can.
I know
So
that's right, honey. Yes.
yeah. So been busy. Just got back from Colorado. We were there this weekend and had a blast. It was super fun.
Yes, nice.
If you ever get a chance to go down there, you should.
You know
Durango, Dolores, the little Four Corners area. There's a comedy festival there.
Really?
Four Corners Comedy Festival, yep.
Okay.
Yep,
okay.
down there with Comic
Shout out to
Uprising,
Durango. Okay.
Jill Carlson. Yeah, they'll
Nice.
be doing submissions soon, I'm sure. It's usually in the fall, like early fall. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I have to do that.
It's a cute little town.
I like cute little towns.
Yeah.
But
That's
you know,
where I started doing comedy, was in Durango. That's where I lived for 7 years.
Nice. I was just about to ask, like, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Texas.
Really?
Yeah, South Texas.
What part of Texas?
Corpus Christi.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Legoland. Okay.
I was stationed at Fort
No,
Hood.
really? Oh, okay.
And so
Okay.
I have a friend whose daughter's in Corpus Christi. My cousin lives in Corpus
Have you been
Christi.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, Texas.
I was born in Dallas, but I think I moved, two all the
Okay, yeah,
way to
I have two
18.
sisters in
Yeah.
Houston. So we dabble,
Beyonce
we
land.
dabble in,
Yeah.
in the Texas land.
Yeah.
It's okay. I
Yeah.
never would have known that if you had told me. For some reason, I thought you were from Colorado.
Like, come off is so cool.
And you don't have that Texas accent, too.
Only when I call my family on the phone. Then
Oh.
it's like, and it's like, y'all.
You know, yeah, that's
Yeah.
how it is with me, too. When I talk to my family back home, my African accent comes out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
And
get
if
it.
someone's standing by me, they're like, I didn't know you talk like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
motherfucker, I do.
But Corpus is not really. It's not like Dallas where everybody has like twang. You know, my
Yeah.
grandparents have twang, but my dad's side of the family is also Mexican, so they're not. They don't have that.
Okay,
either, so.
okay.
Yeah.
Where did you go to school? In Texas?
Yeah. And then I went to college for a little bit in Texas, but then I came to Durango to finish school there. So
Okay.
yeah, finished school
Nice.
there, and then lived for 7 years, and said I needed something else, something new, and came out to Tucson. Been here like 6 months now. It's crazy.
Like, did you just pick Tucson?
Out of the hat. No. I wanted to move somewhere warm, and I wanted more of the comedy scene. I did not come here to do comedy. I know it doesn't look like that, but I just wanted somewhere like warm and laid back. I really like Sedona, but nobody can actually live there.
Right,
because it's way
right.
too expensive.
It
and
is.
There's not enough going
I
on.
was like, dang.
I think they have a mixed mic like once a month or something like that. There's nothing there, But I did like Sedona. But Tucson had very like San Antonio vibes to it, which I've got family there. It's where my parents live now, and
Okay.
spent a lot of time there. So yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Like, Tucson for me was, I visited my cousin.
Mhm.
Because we were in LA. Visited my aunt in LA. My cousin was like, yo, I just moved to Tucson. Come down. It's a hop and a skip away. I was like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then I came down and I was fucking mesmerized.
Really?
Yes.
What were you mesmerized by?
Just by, first of all, I love, this is gonna sound so stupid too. I love the roofing. The little gingerbread roofings. I was like, oh my God, they got the little gingerbread roofs.
At first, I
over
thought you
here.
said roofies. I was like, I'm pretty sure you can
No.
get someone to drug you anywhere you live, but okay.
No, the roofing, the roofs.
You like
And
the
I was like,
architecture
yes,
is the
the
distinguished way to
architecture. I was
say
like, oh
that.
my God.
Yes. That's
But
cute.
everything, the desert,
Yeah.
the mountain views.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have mountains back home in Cameroon. So when I moved to Chicago, been in the military, I didn't go anywhere with those kind of mountains.
Right.
When I came to Tucson, it was almost like someone picked me up and put me back home, except it was in the desert.
That's sweet.
I was like, oh shit, this is the closest to home.
Yeah.
Except there was no beach too, so that kind of was fucked up.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, so I was like, I'm moving. So I went back home, told my husband, we're moving to Tucson.
I love that energy.
And we moved to Tucson.
That's
and we've
great.
been here now. It's gonna be 10 years.
That's crazy.
Yep, 10 years.
That's crazy. Yeah, well, you know, I lived in Colorado where the mountains are like, you're in it. We're like in a bowl, you know, and it's everywhere. And I wanted to move somewhere where I could do all of the things that I love to do, but more. And, you know, in Colorado's cold, so, like, I do, like, a lot of trail running.
Yeah.
Couldn't do any of that in the winter. I would just get, like, really sad. I still get sad, but, like, at least I can run, too, you know? So that's really why I saw, you know, Tucson. I was like, there's more. I can dance. I can do some comedy if I want to.
Nice.
And then the mountains are here. And and I love the desert.
Yeah.
I like the Red Rock, you know, kind
Yeah.
of that Sedona vibe, but I love the desert too. It's weird. I remember when I first got here, I came down with my friend Kelly just on like a little road trip to like see Arizona, see where I wanted to land. And for like the whole day we were here, we're just like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck? Just like looking at all the plants, we're like, what is that? Did you know that exists? Like it's just out here. Like it's so fun. And then I was like, oh man, I dig this place.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I love the desert. I hate outside, but I
like to look at it.
Yeah, I love to just look at it. Like my son and I did allergy tests, and we're allergic to every damn thing in here.
What is there to be allergic to out here?
The plants. We're allergic to every plant, yeah.
Like what?
Because we have allergies, so everywhere we go, we just go take allergy tests. Like where we move to. Like we have allergies. I've had allergies ever since I was a baby, and they have too. So like at 1 and 2, my kids were taking Claritin. I know. Actually, thanks to my parents, it's grandma and grandpa, because they both had severe allergies. I'm like, how the fuck both of you have allergies?
Yeah.
And you just pass that shit down to your kids. Because my brother and I,
yeah.
And we have this season. I don't know who else out there got allergies, but y'all know. If you know, you know. We have that season where our noses are runny. We sound like a fucking trumpet when we're blowing our nose, and we don't want to be around nobody.
Yeah.
Like we are just.
Especially with COVID, that's gotta be so hard.
It is. And like I feel for my kids. I've had this shit for fucking 38 years, so I'm good, you know. But when I see them, my son will be like, I'll be like, oh my God, son, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And his nose gets raw right here, and I feel so bad because it's fucking allergies, man.
Yeah.
So we have to take an allergy pill every fucking day.
Yeah, but that's everywhere you're gonna live, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we're allergic to every fucking plant here, but I still love this damn place.
Yeah.
You know,
it's great. It's it definitely. I think I knew going into my move it was gonna be a stepping stone.
Yeah.
But it's been a really good place to learn about myself. I don't know why I'm getting emotional all of a sudden. Oh my God.
How so?
I mean, I moved out here. I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
I like.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, except your husband.
Well, yeah.
I moved out here with my dog.
You moved here by yourself, yeah, with your dog.
I did. I didn't know anybody.
That's dope, though.
It is. I agree.
People are so scared of change.
Yeah.
Like, you were like, fuck that. Come on, dog, let's go. It's just me and you.
Yeah.
And I know people that even with significant others are scared of change.
Yeah.
They're just so used to a certain life, and they're like,
it's scary.
But you didn't move to another apartment. You moved to another state.
Yeah.
So I dig that. I think that takes balls.
I've had a lot of room to grow. It was so hard. The first month and a half was just like, after you get over the like excitement of it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I also left like a thief in the night.
Really?
People knew I was moving, but I told them that I wasn't leaving until September, and then I within a week of July, I was like, what am I doing? I was like, why am I still here? You know, my job kept getting pushed back further and further. Like, I'd started my new job already while I was in Colorado, so I was like, there's really no reason to. I kept pushing my date back further and further, and then one day I was like, no, I'm leaving next week. And I did, and I didn't tell anybody. And
like you just fucking dipped.
Yeah, which like they knew I was leaving like in September. It's just like came in. The only person I regret not telling was my best friend, because the way everybody found out about it was I posted on Instagram. I was like, "Bye Durango, you a hoe," and it's a picture of me on a moving truck.
I remember that.
Yeah, so I don't regret that. I do regret not telling my friend Kelly. She was probably the only one that deserved to know. My brother knew because I lived with him and he helped me move, but. Yeah, when was I ever gonna get a chance to do that again?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. And that was part of it, was like, it fueled it. It's like, we're getting out of here, you know? Once the excitement of that wore off, it was just like, oh man, now I'm like, I'm here.
Still.
And then I started doing a bunch of comedy because I wasn't supposed to work from home. I was supposed to go like into, and then they were just like, actually, we're gonna keep you at home for a little while just because of all the COVID stuff. And I was like, cool, I don't know anybody and I can't even make friends at work. I guess I'm hitting the mics so that I don't eat a bullet today. And it was that dark for like a month or two before I didn't really start to settle in until 4 months. And then I feel pretty settled in, and now I'm at the point where it's like I know enough people and I love enough people here to where I want to invest, the rest of my time here.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we met.
I know. You're one of the first people I met because I came to the mic. Yeah. I moved on to Saturday. I was at a mic on Sunday.
It was so dope to see another chick that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because you see feeling. The mic's over here.
Yeah.
It's like 20 dudes, 3 girls.
30.
30, yeah.
30
and we're just, and we're used to being
and I love them
the
all,
minority.
But yeah, which is weird because the comedy scene other places I've been it's not like that.
Yeah.
It was like 50-50 where I was before.
Like I met the first other black girl. I mean, I've met her 2-3 years ago, but I saw her for the first time in them 2-3 years yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. At a mic, and I was like, where you been?
What mic are you at?
I was at Blazed and Amused.
Oh, at Arbella?
They had a show.
Nice.
So I was on
Tony
that show.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I saw Tony. Yeah.
Yeah, Tony was one of the other first people that I was like,
yeah,
that person's funny.
Yes. Tony was one of my first friends.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
I'm really grateful for Tony.
Me too. I can't wait to have him on the show. We have him on the 2nd. Stay tuned for that shit. You guys will love that.
He's great.
So, we've talked about, do you have siblings?
Yeah, I'm the oldest of 4.
Really?
Yeah. I've got 2 brothers and a sister.
Nice.
Yeah, we're pretty close. I've got a brother that lives in Canada, going to grad school. My other brother lives in Durango, is going to school there. And then my sister lives in Austin, Texas, and she also is in school.
That was the little party spot when I was in the Army.
She doesn't do that. She's studying linguistics.
That's good. How old is she?
She is 20 and way more successful than I was.
That's dope, Brett. 20 was when I was running them streets of Austin, okay? Like, when we were on Fort Hood is like 45 minutes away from Austin. Mm-hmm. There's nothing to do on the base, okay?
My sister has a cat in a studio apartment, so... That's
what the young people were doing back in my day. We just zip on the highway, 45 minutes, we're in Austin, Texas on a Thursday. Yes, party in the club till it's about 3-4 a.m. Zip back, just enough time for formation to greet the flag. Good morning. Yes, and then we're gonna do some PT. Like, that's the shit that I did. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday was my sleep day. Yes, and I did shit until I had kids. That was the fucking life. Like, I love that shit.
I have never been that way, but I've definitely been starting to feel more my age.
That's why right now, I go to bed at like, if I wasn't doing this shit, I'd be in the bed by about 8 o'clock.
That sounds great.
I'm old as fuck.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I'm like, oh yeah, I can go to Colorado for a weekend and come back, and as long as I don't drink too much, I'll be fine. And today I was like, why am I so tired? Right. I'm just like,
I think I'm
sick. Yeah, I don't
like
know.
Babies now. We gotta take a nap or we're gonna be grumpy about stuff.
Yeah, I'm not even that old.
You're not. You're way younger than I am. I think. Well, how old are you? 28.
27.
Oh, you're 11 years younger than me.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I'm just whiny. I like being comfortable. I don't
like
being
tired. Old as hell.
Yeah.
So even in my bones, sometimes I'm just like, dang, life is catching up to my ass. But that was back in the day when we could do that type of shit. So, what do you like? What do you like and not like about comedy?
Okay, what a broad question. What do I like about it? Let's start with what I don't like about it. That seems like a little bit easier. Recently, what I haven't liked about it is, especially with people that I feel like are at mics a lot or are working really, really hard, there's this idea that it's like, it's all or nothing. Like, you have to put yourself, you have to want to do this as a career. You have to want to, like, put everything into it. And I'm just like, why can't I just do it as much as I want to and go home? The things I don't like about comedy are the same things I don't like about life. I'm like, I don't want you to tell me how to do it. I don't want you to tell me what to do. I don't want you to put your expectations on me. Like, leave me alone.
Yes.
And that's the hard. As a woman, as a young person,
yes.
as a person that has a job, like an actual career already, I don't want you to put that on me and tell me that my experience with it and how hard I work in is less valid than yours because you want to do it for these reasons. Yeah. I'm just like, I appreciate that. I can understand how people can look at someone that says, like, I want to do this and and they're not at mics, they're not working, they're not traveling, they're just like, I'm going to quit my job and stay in Tucson and get and hope that Kevin Hart just comes and picks you up on his way through. Like, I don't know what you want to happen. So I can see how people are just like, you don't want, but like, just let people do what they want to do.
Right.
Why do you, and what does it matter to you? If that's what you want to do, great, go do that. I don't go bother you and be like, you're not good enough to do that, so you should stop.
Like,
which is what I believe about a lot of people.
Yeah.
They're just like, I want to do this. I'm like, that's the same energy. The energy of like someone that's, I don't believe is talented enough to actually do it or has like a realistic expectation of it. Mm-hmm. It's the same energy as people that are like, we started a band and we're gonna make it big. That's just me. Maybe I'm the asshole.
No, that's actually realistic though,
Yeah, that's what
I feel the same way. I feel like if I can't make all those mics, that doesn't mean I'm not putting the same effort.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just my own pace.
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
Why do I have to match yours to be
valid
credible or to be valid? I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
It is hard to see people that don't go to mics get booked for stuff when you know they're not that good. Yeah. That's the part where you're just like, why? At that point, I'm not even mad at the comic. I'm mad at the booker. I'm just like, that's dumb. Like, whatever.
Because you're making other people on that damn shit look bad.
Yeah.
Especially if the motherfuckers gotta go. Especially they gotta go before you.
Oh, that's my favorite thing, though, is going before someone and doing better than them. I live for that shit. Are you kidding me?
Now, it sucks when you lose people because of that person.
You mean when they go before you?
Yes, and then then people get up and leave.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
sure.
the part
None
I'm
of
just
us
like
that.
I'm on, motherfucker.
Yeah, none of us like that.
So.
Yeah.
What you like about it?
Yeah, that's kind of like what I don't like about it and what I do like about it. Just like being, I don't want to label myself as a female comic because who doesn't hate that word, but just this, it's hard and it's something that I explore a lot. Like I use comedy as a platform to explore myself and like what that means very broadly. Which is not why I started doing it. I just started doing it as a creative outlet. Little did I know. Now I'm just like, how do I get my entire feminist agenda onto this and still make it fun?
Right.
I like that it's always a place to explore.
Yes.
And it started out as just something for fun, and then I found out that I was learning a lot about myself while I was doing it. And, I've been in therapy for a long time. I think everybody should be in therapy. But I would be talking about a joke with my therapist and be like, yeah, I made this new rape joke, and it's like, should I tell it because it's mine and it's like my experience and it's funny? Or is it like I'm not being sensitive to people who have struggled with that in the past? Like, what is it? And there may not be any answers, but it's like now I'm not only exploring comedy and content, but I'm also exploring like, well, what does it mean to me? Why do I feel like I have to tell this joke? And so it's been really fun to be able to like expand that. And recently it's been like, okay, maybe I actually want to be serious about this. Like I don't think it's vain to say that I've been getting a lot of attention recently, but like I've definitely been doing a lot more shows where it's like I have an audience of regular ass people.
Yes.
You know, and it's like
I'm one of them.
Yeah. Well, you've been on shows where it's like these are just, you know, the audience is regular people. It's not just comics, and like they're listening to what I have to say, not just because it's like I'm up here and I demand attention, which is very much my style. It's like you're listening to me. Yes. And I'll wait for you to be quiet. Like that's part of the reason. Like, it's just part of my style. It's like, okay, now I have a platform. Do I have a responsibility? Do I have a responsibility to bring real content to this? That now that I have all these, you know, people paying attention to me, that I want to address real issues and still make it funny. So like I'm just on the verge of this conversation with myself, to where it's like, yeah, do I have a responsibility now that I actually have an audience, or do I just want to keep doing it for fun? Is there a balance? Does it always have to be one or the other? And that's the thing that I really enjoy about comedy. So it can be whatever I want. Yeah. No one's gonna tell me how to do it, and I'm just gonna do it the way that I want to. And sometimes I'll fail because I take risks, and sometimes, it doesn't always have to be one thing. And that's it's art. It's art, and it can be whatever I want it to be.
Whatever you want it to be. You're the artist. I like that.
Yeah. So it's. Comedy's changed my life, but I don't want to be that person, but like it really has. You know,
that's dope though. That was me too.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was ever gonna do this in my life.
Yeah, same. You know? Oh my god, I remember the guy that got me into comedy. I was like, I'm sorry, you do what now? I met him because he was like dancing with our group. And like doing like that's where I came from. My background is in dance.
Yep, I'm coming up to that.
And I remember him being like, "Oh yeah, I should come to this comedy thing." I was like, "What are you talking about?" Shout out Ryan MC, I love you. But yeah, I was like, "Okay, whatever, I'll come." And then I was like, "I can fucking do this," which is why everybody starts right. I can do that. So.
Really? And then here you are.
Here I am.
Yeah, that's funny shit. I love how those stories are like. You never imagined. You were like, "Fuck this! I'm not doing this shit." And then,
what a waste of time.
Good at it.
Thank you.
You know, so that's stuff. I think that's like the best part of it. The people that never thought that would be their life are the ones that are so dope at it.
Yeah, because it's like they're just being themselves.
Yes, and that's what I love about your comedy. You don't try to be someone that you're not. Like. When you're telling a joke, you're the same person right here. You know what I'm saying? I love that. It's like, she's funny as fuck.
Or whatever whatever version of myself I decide to be that day.
Yes.
Because sometimes there's the Bianca that enters the stage doing like a roll on the ground. Just like, whoa, all over the place, fun, you know? And then sometimes I'm just like, I would rather sit. You know, like it's
like I remember the first time I met you at, I think it was Catalina.
Yeah.
And you came with your shorts, your crop top, and your Timbs. And when I saw it, I was like, I like her. I don't even know what she got to say, but I like her. And that was just when you walked in.
Thank you.
I was like, and you're like, where do I... You about to be... I was like, yes! I knew I was going to like her for a reason. Nobody walks in Catalina with some motherfucking Timbs and shorts and the crop top.
Nobody does. Nobody wears that where I came from.
So when you walk out, I just know that there's something different about you, and I was dying to know what the fuck it was. Like, you are different, and I love that shit. I love that. Okay. We're talking about open mics. Like, what's your favorite mic right now?
Don't do that to me. Yes, I love you all. I don't know. Lady Haha was super fun last night. I had a really, really good time.
Shout out to Lady Haha.
Shout out to Lady Haha. They're doing stuff. They're putting on shows. What I like about them is they've been very supportive. Just, you know, coming like, hey, if you want to host sometime, like just giving people an opportunity, not being like, this is my mic. This is what I'm going to do with it. And they, you know, explore other areas of comedy, which is not me. It's like I'm not gonna do anything.
Like what kind? Because I noticed on their flyer, I think they do all kinds of different stuff. It's just not comedy.
I'm not gonna. I mean,
like people can sing on there.
Yeah, you should come to their variety shows. I haven't been to. I think they've only done one or two. They're doing one that just got rescheduled for April 1st that I'm on, and I'm dancing on it.
I was coming to that.
I'm gonna dance. I think I'm gonna do Badlesque.
Tell me about your dancing career, because so you know that when I'm gonna interview somebody, I will go stalk your page just to get to know who's coming.
Can I finish talking about my favorite mic first?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Well, I love Lady Hop. No, that's okay. I'll get reamed if I don't hear. If that's the only one I mention, we move on to something else. Because I love the screening room. I love that venue in particular. They put on great shows. David, who runs it out there, is just
shout out to the screening room.
Yeah, shout out to the screening room. I love that venue. We're about to do the Lady Bitch show there, and that was the one we did it the last time. Was like the best show that I've done in Tucson. It was so much fun. So many talented people, and it was like sold out. It was man. We're doing it this weekend. We're doing it Saturday. It's gonna be really fun. But yeah, it. Shout out to the screening room and Lady Bits. But Chris Quinn does a great job. Yes. He's got a big old heart, and he puts the shows on there.
Shout out to Chris Quinn.
Chris is great. I like them all. I like bars because it's the dirty place where I can, just like riff on people and just like hang out. And it's one of the
shout out to the bar.
Yeah, shout out to the bar. That's one of those places where you can do the mic there and people stay for the whole thing, even though it's like 11 o'clock and it's like. But it's just nice that we can be part of that community too. So, of course, I love Catalina because
shout out to Catalina.
Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to Uncle Kenny because he also. They put on more shows than anybody else in town.
Yes.
And
that's a dope venue.
Yeah.
I love that little stage. I love the people there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them all.
Shout out to Catalina.
Yeah, I like them all. Yeah. So.
Dope open mics. You guys heard it all over here now. Yeah. So, and I think at most of these, you don't have to necessarily do comedy. You can go sing. You can dance.
What's Kenny gonna? Last time we were there, Kenny let some guy play the banjo.
Yes. And
were you there for banjo?
Is it? Do you remember his name?
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Dave.
Because he'll have different people on there, and that's dope as fuck, because that's how I met one of my future guests, and he plays the guitar, and I think the harmonica.
This is not this person.
Okay, yeah. But that's dope, though.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, you can do different talents, You want to juggle some shit, go juggle them at the open mics. Like, people want to see the shit, you know? I opened up for a magician once.
Was that a good paying gig?
So that magician just did a show for 50 Cent. I started texting like, yes. I started tell 50 that you got a friend. Nehemiah.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
I didn't know 50 Cent was such a fan of magic.
Bro, yes.
I can't even imagine.
I was like,
just 50 Cent in just like a wife beater with all his fucking tattoos, just like pull it out of the hat.
It wasn't a wife beater. It's one of them tight ass muscle shirts. It was a tight ass muscle shirt because. My friend looked like a little baby boy standing next to him because 50's so damn big.
God, where does 50 Cent even go to be like, dude, I need a magician here? Like,
bro,
what?
I was like, is that 50 Cent?
That's hilarious.
Yes. I was like, damn.
Oh my
I opened up to this guy.
Yeah.
And when they asked me to do a magic, first of all, this magic show was for children.
That's good because magic shows for adults, that's something else.
So, but you know that I don't do no clean comedy.
I know.
Yes.
Same.
That was a struggle, girl.
Yeah.
I had to have my children in the front to try to help me out because I feel like if they were there with other children, I wouldn't curse. If I didn't,
That's good.
It was 20 minutes of torture, but
clean comedy.
We did it, and
good for you.
And he was so good with the magic. Like, I'm not into magic. I don't. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Is anybody into magic besides
But
magician?
the dude wowed me.
Okay.
He did.
Okay.
I was just like, I was gonna say I'm high, but yeah.
Sure.
Got me. So yeah.
That's great.
But the dancing career. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I want to stalk your page.
Oh no, my Instagram?
No, your Facebook.
What are you, 50?
Apparently I am.
Do you want my MySpace handle too? Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
You're absolutely right because I can't figure out Instagram like I know Facebook, so I stay on Facebook. You see, that's where my
I posted the stuff I posted recently. I posted dance videos recently on Instagram.
Yeah, so I went back and forth, but I saw the first time I just saw was Facebook, and I'm like, hold up, she's a comedian and she dances.
I'm a much better dancer than I am a comedian.
You are a dope ass dancer.
Thank you.
Tell me about that. When did you start dancing?
I started when I was 9, like at studios and stuff like that. You know, competing, teaching from the age of like 15. I started like doing my own little dances and helping with class. You know, I teach little kids.
So you teach kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I did that all the way for forever. Yeah, when I was in Durango, I was part of their student-led organization with the college, and we would do a dance show every semester, and it was all free. You know, it's like, yeah, come take as many classes as you want. My rehearsals at this time every Wednesday or whatever, and anybody can come and whatever. And
wow.
Yeah, so I've been doing it. A while. Nothing makes me feel the way dancing makes me feel.
That's amazing. And
every time I go on stage to do comedy, I wish I was going on stage to dance.
Really?
Yeah, every time.
So, why don't you do it professionally?
Ugh, it sounds like a lot of work.
Because it'd
be so much easier.
Like, I can see you in your own little studio teaching these little kids. I try to put my daughter in dance.
Yeah. I don't love the model of dance studios because I think that they're expensive.
Yeah.
They're for upper middle class white people that can afford to put their you know, and I don't think that those are the only people that should have access to it. Also, I don't want to babysit. I don't like kids. And you don't get paid well for it. Yeah. You know, to teach dance. You don't. And I get it. It must be hard to run a studio and but it's like, I'm not gonna get paid $10 an hour to babysit your child. Right. I liked the model of like, you don't pay to be here, I don't get paid to be here. We both want to be here. Let's put on a show. Right. I have fun, you know, and that's the other thing about, you know, with dance or comedy. It's like I don't want to ever work so hard that it starts to feel like work. Yeah. And comedy has been starting to feel like that recently, and I'm just kind of like, you know, if it gets to the point where it's like I really don't want to do this, I'll just stop. Yeah. And you have that right too. Yeah. Sometimes we as humans forget that like some shit that we just don't want to do is good for our sanity. Right. Yeah. And and I want to be able. I never want to be in a place where it's like I have to do this to survive, which is why I like my corporate job. Yeah. You know, I like having that like 9 to 5 that I'm good at. That's not too hard. That it's like I'm going absolutely crazy. So, but yeah, dance is hard, way hard. It would be way easier for me to make it as a professional comedian than it would be to be a professional dancer or a choreographer. Oh wow! I didn't know much easier. Really? Yeah, it's cutthroat. There's 100 of me. Really? Oh yeah, easy. That are just better dancers, better choreographers. Yeah, yeah. It's cutthroat. It is cutthroat. You know, and all the body stuff that goes with it. It's so much harder than getting upset. I think. And I know it's like not everybody dances also, so comics will be like, there's no way. It's like, well, for me it would be easier. Right. But yeah. Some more drink. Nice. Yeah. So speaking of dancing, we go to music. Well, who are your top 3 dope ass artists? For what? Whatever category you want, girl. Oh my gosh. We're doing all time. All time. Well, so my like dance of choice is hip hop and heels. That's kind of like my whatever. That's my favorite thing to teach. It's my favorite thing to do. I like Kendrick Lamar a lot. I've always really liked him. But yeah, I'm also not the type of person that like really seeks out new music. If it's, you know, sent my way, I'm like, okay, yeah. But I'm not the person like who's like up and coming and right. I'm trying to think who I've played. A lot of Father John Misty recently. That's not a rapper. That's just an artist. I don't know. Yeah, I'll send you some stuff. Okay. very like dark outlook on the world, but also like, yeah, the world's burning, but like also I want to be next to you while it's burning. He's got some fun stuff. I'm trying to think. Yeah, really anybody else. I've been doing a lot of audiobooks lately. I'm trying to read more, you know, trying to educate myself a little bit. So, yeah, a little off the music scene right now.
I like that.
Yeah, Cardi B was in this book recently that I'm reading about feminism, so that was cool.
Really?
Yeah.
What did it say about her?
Basically just like her model of being like disruptive and doing whatever she wants and saying whatever she wants is like an outright, you know, disregard and act against being obedient to a patriarchal society. I'm not sure that Cardi B would explain it that way. She'd probably just say like, I'm just do whatever I want. Like that's the point. Yeah. That's the energy that I'm trying to get to.
Right.
You know, so that was fun.
I like that. I like that. So that was top 3. So top 3 worst artists, like trash.
It's like you could
like throw the shit in the trash.
I don't like Taylor Swift. Like, I don't have room for any more.
What is it about Taylor Swift, girl?
I'm just like, that's the thing, is like, you're like, who do you hate the most? It's like, well, it takes energy to hate people. I don't have energy.
Well, that's not hating. It's just like the worst art, like shit you would not listen to.
I don't like to listen to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, because I don't either. I don't either. Like, her voice is just... And it's not even the songs, it's just like...
No, it's just like, I don't have energy for this in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so out of touch with the music in general.
Okay, no worries. We can take that one. Okay. Who do you think, though, is like the most underrated artist? It could be a musician. It could be just an underrated person in the entertainment scene.
I think I'll do comedy just because it comes to mind right away. I love Michelle Wolf. Do you know who that is?
No, I don't. I'll have to research her.
Oh my god. Yes, I like her a lot. She got shows on HBO, on Netflix. Yeah, her she did the Correspondence Dinner, like the presidential, like in front of the president wasn't there. I'll send it to you. It's not only my favorite piece of comedy that I've ever seen, but it's also my favorite like feminist piece of comedy. Feminist anything really. Yeah. Because she did, because it's like there's Republicans and she's in the White House doing comedy, which if you look at any of her stuff, any of her comedy before that, why did they book her? Like, they just had this idea that, like, because she does whatever, she's like me, she like does whatever she wants, she does whatever she wants, even if it's gonna make you uncomfortable. Okay. And then they book her. And I think they just expected her to behave. Because they're like, you're gonna be it's on C-SPAN, you know what I mean?
She
it's
like
didn't? No. Yes. She rips both sides. And this room reminds me of when I did all of my abortion jokes in Sierra Vista. Like, it was the same energy in the room of just people just like shaking their heads, just like mean mugging. And she's like, I'm gonna get through this. You booked me for this. And she just goes off on both sides. And just like is very much herself. She's wearing this like blazer that like cuts low, and then there's just like lace in between. She just did everything. Anybody who had two brain cells could look at her and be like, that's exactly what she's gonna do. Is what she did. Yeah. And then at the very end, people are like kind of like clapping, whatever. And she's like, Flint, Michigan still doesn't have clean water, and she leaves with that. And it caused this huge, why did she behave that way? She made a statement and was hilarious at the same time. And so one of the pieces that got me thinking, is that something that I want to do? Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Because I get booked for I've been getting booked for more things lately that made me think, should I tell this joke? It's I want to be able to do whatever I want.
Yes.
And I don't know if that means that I have to skirt for a little while and just kind of
get comfortable in it.
Yeah, well, and just enough to keep getting booked, because it's if all of a sudden I'm really harsh, really, it's well, then I'm not going to get booked for stuff, and then I can't. So it's do I be quiet for a little while and then, or do I just come out the gate like, this is how I am. Don't book me if you don't want. And I'm starting to get that way. Like, don't book me. You don't want me to tell that joke? You don't want me to act this way?
Because I was going to say, like, you don't think that people would book you if you went dark? Because they book guys, dark guys all day.
Exactly. But it's more disruptive because we have this, you know, we as a collective have this idea that women are supposed to behave and women are supposed to not say fuck and women aren't supposed to talk about their menstrual cycle, you know, and it's just like, just because you book me for a show that's like, oh, this is like this, you should know me enough to where it's like, I'm not gonna behave because of where we are. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do all the time, regardless of who's there. Which there are some comics in town that like stick to that, you know, and it's like I really admire them for that. But you know, you kind of have to. I would argue it's easier for a man for sure.
Yeah, I would say the same thing.
But yeah, Michelle Wolf is so great. I like her a lot.
That's dope. Okay, quick game, quick dabs.
What does that mean?
Quick dabs is questions, 18 questions, rapid fire questions. We're just calling it quick dabs because it's a smoking shot.
Right. I'm ready.
And then you can just answer as quickly as you want to.
Okay.
All right. Chocolate or peanut butter?
Chocolate.
Big dick or good looks?
Good looks.
Bomb head or lots of money?
Bomb head.
Action or comedy?
Comedy.
Kill, marry, fuck. Jack Black.
I was like, fuck. Sorry. You weren't done. Go ahead.
Only on sections. Okay. Kill, marry, fuck. Jack Black, Kyle Rittenhouse, Jake Paul.
Is Jake Paul that YouTuber?
Yeah. That wants to fight everybody? Yeah.
I would kill him because he's boring. I would marry Jack Black and I would fuck Kyle Rittenhouse.
Okay. Drunk sex to high sex?
Drunk sex.
Polygamy or monogamy?
Polygamy.
You said that fast.
Did you mean polyamory or did you mean polygamy when you wrote that?
I think I meant polygamy.
Where I get to have my husband gets to have multiple.
No,
actually, you did not specify.
Well, yeah,
polygamy.
You get to have multiple husbands
Polygamy.
or yeah. Okay, missionary or back shots?
Is that sexual?
Yeah.
What's back shots?
From the back.
Back shots.
Okay. Ass or titties? Would you rather?
Ass.
Okay. Would you rather a big dick, no stroke, or a little dick and you can rock the boat?
Little dick, rock the boat.
Okay. iPhone.
I have a very shallow vagina. You already asked that question.
iPhone or Android?
Android.
Would you rather date older or younger?
Older.
Wine or liquor?
Liquor.
Soccer or hockey?
Hockey.
I had to pick two.
Sure. I understand.
Two sports that, because everybody thinks basketball or football. That's a given.
I don't like any of them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Pac or Biggie?
Pac.
Michael or Prince? Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael.
Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole?
Kendrick Lamar. That's a hard one. That's good. That's hard.
Loyalty or respect?
Those aren't the same. Respect.
Okay. That was quick tap.
That was all of them?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was good. Okay. All right. Well, we talked about, let's talk about religion. Because I want to know your take on this. Because as a kid, I grew up Baptist. You know, we go to church every Sunday. Sometimes we go to church on Wednesday. You know. What's your take on like religion today?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing with comedy as it is with life. It's like, don't tell me how. Don't tell me how to do it. I don't want to know how. I don't want to know about how you do it. And like, if that works for you, that's great. Whatever works for me is fine. You know, I believe in God, and I became a Catholic by choice at the age of 18. Put myself through an adult Rite of Initiation is what it's called, instead of having a...
What's a Rite of Initiation?
A Rite of Initiation for adults is it's basically what Catholics go through if you weren't raised Catholic, which I wasn't. Okay. So it's just like instead of like
to become a
yeah
Catholic.
Right, to be like confirmed and all of that. So yeah, and it's just one of those things that I want to be able to do it my way, and I don't want anybody to tell me. Right. And that's the nice thing about the Catholic Church is you can always just right back into it. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Huh. Okay. Do you go to church?
Not right now, no. But I'd like it's nice to know that I could be open to doing that in the future, and I could go. Right. So. Yeah.
Like, what's your take on like the Mormon Church, the Church of Scientology?
I try to not have opinions on those things because, again, waste of my time. Yeah, waste of my time.
So I'm watching this show on Netflix with Leah Remini on this whole Scientology escapade. Like, she was a Scientologist, and like, I am so like confused how people even get into things like that.
That's how I feel about Christianity.
Yeah, because it's almost like,
how did you
like, how does someone talk you into like signing your life and giving them all your money, your belongings? Like, that doesn't even sound like even church. Like, if we're talking, if we're going back to like Jesus times, Jesus rode a donkey,
right?
And you got pastors pulling in Escalades.
Yeah, it's hard for me to have an opinion on that because I don't know a lot about it, you know. I think it's very interesting, but it's like, I'm sure it's like any other cult.
Right.
You know? Which I've been part of a cult, is what I like to say, but
which is what?
I used to have a job where we would take kids out into the woods and hike around and backpack, and my degree is in adventure education. Yeah.
Are you being for real?
I'm being for real. That's a real thing.
Say what now? Say what? So you wait. Say what now?
The reason I brought it up is like it feels like I was in a cult, and it's a great program. I loved working there. It's a big part of who I am today. But like, whenever I would meet somebody that also had that job at that same place, it was like, oh. And I can't have that experience with anybody who didn't do what I did. And so it's like, in a way, I like to joke like, oh yeah, it was a cult, but.
Oh wow. And you guys took kids into the woods, and you guys had camping and.
Yeah, so it was a lot of at-risk youth. Wilderness therapy is the field that it's called. So, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, that was some. I wouldn't expect that shit. That was some damn shit.
Well, it's just like, in a way that like, if you don't know about it, you can't speak to it. So if you were just like, tell me how you think about that, be like, well, let me tell you all the things. It was like, I don't know anything about Scientology, or like, like you say Scientology, I think Tom Cruise, end of story. Like, I don't.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Right. I started watching it, and I was just like,
yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
And it's just, it was just mind-boggling to me. Like, even when I found out about the Jonestown massacre, that was crazy. Like, how does that happen? Yeah. How does someone convince you of things?
How does someone convince you to go to an open mic 6 nights a week? That's what you're saying to me right now. It's like we're all hurting and we all want a place to belong. Is it? Are we not mentally ill? Is everybody at an open mic not mentally ill?
And you buy yourself a drink. No one is telling you like, oh, to come to this open mic, I need like
Really?
$3,000.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can make payments on it. You don't have to give me the $3,000 right now. You can even make installments. It's 30 cents a week.
You can give a little bit of your soul every day for the next
That's the
until
part.
you quit.
I'm just like, wait a minute.
I see parallels. That's all. I think we all want a place to be and a place to
That's
belong.
what I realized.
And
that
you
I
get
think
a
we
little
all
bit
want to belong so
a little bit
bad.
more and a little bit more, and your
Yes.
brain chemistry starts to change. And I think that can be applied to any religion or group
Yes.
that you.
Like we want to belong to something.
Yeah.
So bad.
Why do
'Cause-
people keep going to open mics when it hurts? Why do people go for what? Like, it's like, why are you doing this? That's the running joke, but it's just like, I can't explain why. You know
Right.
why.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well,
You're
we can't.
hoping that you can make it.
But I can't explain to my mom, you know, like, this is why I do it. She's just like, whatever, it's just something you do. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna go tell jokes now, you know? So it's, I don't know.
Yeah. But that's a dope concept, though. Like, you know.
I have no opinions on Scientology. I left my opinions on
Like,
Scientology at home.
Even with the Mormons, I was confused that my mom was a Mormon.
Oh.
And she tried to get us to, you know, join the Mormon church. And I was just like, just a couple of the things that they say that you can't do, I already do. So
Yeah.
I can't join
Yeah.
your church.
For what?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I can. I smoke hella weed.
Yeah.
Not even a little, a lot. I'm going to church high.
Yeah.
Like, do you want me there?
You think God cares?
No, I don't think so. Because I think God knows my heart.
Yeah.
And he knows how I feel about people, my intentions,
Right.
you know. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
for
agree
somebody
with
to
that.
tell me that, you know,
You can't do this.
you
this,
can't
and
do that. I'm like, well,
Did God tell you that? Yeah.
Because when he talked to me, he was like, my child. You
Okay,
want me?
maybe you can't do that and be a good
Right.
person. That's
Yeah.
on you, though.
So,
Yeah.
exactly. So, yeah. So, do you watch Housewives?
I don't watch TV.
Really?
No, I got shit to do, Stephanie.
know.
What? Are you kidding me?
So, I'm a housewife junkie. I watch all the motherfuckers, right?
I watch a lot of, I do watch a lot of true crime, but only because I can listen to it while I'm at work.
Really?
Yeah, because it's
Do
all
you
the
watch
same
actual
shit.
crime shows?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
ID Channel
no.
and...
No, it's usually like true crime stuff. I don't watch, I'm not gonna watch like a fictional show about
No,
crime.
well, I don't think it's not fictional. These are actual stories.
Which one? What is it?
Like ID Channel has nothing but like actual stories.
You're talking
of,
about like channels on the TV, right?
Yes.
I don't have cable because I'm
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not
if you're
50.
into like because I was actually gonna be a homicide investigator. That was what I was gonna go to school for. Yep, got my bachelor's in criminal justice.
Wow, cool.
And then someone talked me into doing comedy, and here the fuck we are. Yes.
I'm having fun.
So
now,
anyway,
come on.
yeah, and I'm having fun. I love this. But this channel is literally just on crime shows and shit that's actually happened. And there's
Yeah.
one called Fear Thy Neighbor.
I
Right?
try not to talk to my neighbors if I can help
But
it.
the crazy thing about this show is someone dies. Someone always dies. Someone always dies.
True
The
crime.
neighbor always kills someone. But it's like, are there these many neighbors that don't get along?
That's what you get for talking to your neighbors. Stop talking to your neighbors. It opens a door for murder. That's all I'm saying. Every time my neighbor tries to talk to me while I'm closing my door, I'm just like, do you know how rude you're being right now? It's not my fault I live next to you.
I know all my
okay?
neighbors. Shout out to my neighbors.
Shout out to Stephanie's neighbors.
They
Sorry, I'm
watch
just trying to be
this.
rude.
Hi, neighbors.
All right, you're the exception to the rule. Stephanie's neighbors are cool.
Oh, look, I hope that we don't all try to kill each other in about 10 years. You're like, I fucking hate Steph.
I hate Stephanie. She had that one girl on her podcast talking about how she hates all her neighbors.
Right.
Oops.
But yeah.
Is that your whole
And then-
audience? Is your neighbors?
No, right, all 10 of them. Like, oh,
Sorry.
no.
I love you guys.
Don't
You're way
leave.
cooler than my neighbors.
Totally.
Okay.
I'm not even going to talk about that anymore.
That's fine.
Housewives. Let me
I
tell you
don't
about
watch-
this. I know you don't
okay.
watch this, but let me
Okay.
get your opinion on it.
All right.
So, most of the Housewife franchise, don't have African American women. The only one that has all African American women is Atlanta.
Was Cardi B on that one?
That's a different franchise. That's Love and Hip Hop.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yes, close enough. Yeah. But so they're trying this, I think between 2020 and now to incorporate African American women. And for the most part, it's not going well because there's like
surprise.
Like, there's all kinds
because
of
essential racism.
Oh my god! It's insanity. So one of them, who happens to be Asian. Okay, so this is my thing, right? And this is just from my experience growing up in Chicago. The Asians there were used to being in a black community.
Yeah.
So they have what I call a black accent.
Okay.
Which is like a black accent. Like, hey girl.
Okay. Yeah.
How you doing?
Really?
And yeah.
Okay.
So they don't necessarily sound Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Back to Housewives. There's an Asian in Utah. Which...
How do they get there? Is my first question.
There's one black girl and one Asian girl. When I first watched,
they searched the whole state and they found them. City.
And then oh my god! And then their backstories are just ridiculous because the black girl,
because they're fake. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like why? The black lady, so Salt Lake City is known for being, it's a Mormon,
right?
Yes, state.
BYU. Yes. Right.
Okay. So most of them are Mormons.
Also a slut.
Oh.
Isn't that their shirts? It's like SOUT.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Salt Lake City, Utah. It's a slut. They make like a thing about it.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's the Mormon church's merch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can buy it at any Mormon church there.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, is that a thing?
I don't know.
Again, I don't. You should know because you're watching the
I
documentary.
know, and it's not even a documentary.
I'm
it's a fucking
sorry.
reality
What about
show.
the Asians?
I'm fucked up. I watch reality shit like that's my shit.
Okay.
But anyway, there's one Asian and one black girl, and their stories are fucking ridiculous. The black girl is like a pastor in her church, but she's also married to her grandmother's husband. So she's married to her grandfather.
That sounds like Mormonism.
Yes, so she's married to her grandfather. Yes.
Okay.
And the Asian lady has 3 kids, but because of lots of miscarriages, she doesn't want to have any more kids, and her husband is proposing that they get a sister wife.
Like I said, slut.
Anyway, it's ridiculous. You can't make this shit up.
This is why I don't watch
anyway,
TV. I don't have room for my brain in this.
This is why this came up.
Okay.
So 2 years ago, her tweets came up, and I believe I have these tweets because she's been fired literally as of like 3 days ago.
Good for her.
Yes.
I hope she's pissing people off.
So she says, these are the tweets that got her fired. She posted a meme of someone.
Asian.
This is the Asian
that
girl.
doesn't want to have any.
And she has a black accent. Yes, and she posted a meme of someone screaming and saying, "If you follow the officer's orders, you won't get shot." That's one of them, in reference to black people. Another one is hundreds of blacks shot and many killed, including children, by other blacks every week. Over 1,000 officers violently injured, some permanently by rioters. Anarchists rioting in major cities every night, which has caused billions of dollars of destruction to private and public property. And you still think police officers are the problem. You're an idiot. Yes, so that was just a couple of them. But it's a bunch of like anti-black protests or tweets or whatever. And just so
anti-black?
Yeah. And well, there was more to that. And then on the show, she's not getting along with the only black cast member. And then something that I noticed on my own, and then I just happened to realize that a bunch of other fans of the show tweeted this, that when she's referring to this lady, her accent changes.
Mm-hmm. Not
even just her accent, her demeanor. And she's in one of them that I can remember is she says, "Oh, I was raised in Compton. I could put my hair up and take my earrings off and we could go out in the parking lot." And I was like, "Oh," because that 5 minutes prior, that's not how she sounded. So it was all like, okay. So anyway, Miss Guyen got fired today, and
for being a racist.
For being racist, and it kind of came up in my household because my kids think that other minorities can't be racist to each other. Yes, my poor children. Poor children.
I mean, they're young, and thank goodness that they live in a house where they can bring that up in conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we talked about that. And
yeah, that's great.
With us being minorities, have you ever experienced racism from a black person?
You mean you being a minority?
Yeah. Aren't you a minority girl?
My last name is Rodriguez. I have white privilege. I don't talk Mexican. I don't look Mexican.
Yeah, I remember you saying that your family is. I was about to say Filipino.
No. My dad's half of the family is from Mexico.
Okay.
My dad's fluent in Spanish, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, oh yeah, I'm a Chicano, Latinx, yeah, because I've never
experienced.
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
I just would hate to be like, oh yeah, I totally get it, because that's not true. Yeah.
That's amazing, because I've never met another Latino person that has said that I benefit from that.
Yeah, no, I benefit from both sides.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because people will look at my name and have never met me, and it's something that I have struggled with, like, as an identity. It's like, I'm not Mexican enough. Should I learn Spanish? Should I It's not something that's very prevalent right now, but it's always kind of in the back of my mind. But the last thing I would do is sit here and tell you, like, yeah, I'm discriminated against because I'm Hispanic, the way that a lot of my other family has been, the way that my father has been. Yeah, no.
Oh wow, that's really interesting. Wow, because I've only been discriminated by a Latino person. Well, not even Latino, it was a whole group at one time in my life.
Right.
And I was in California. I went to a party with my cousin. I went to visit my cousin. She lives in California. And she was like, hey, I got invited to this party. Come with me. So I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. And we show up to this party, and we're the only 2 black girls there. And everyone there is Hispanic. So I was married to a Hispanic man back in the day. So I was like, this is okay.
Right.
Yeah. These are my husband's people.
You're somebody that treats everybody. You're just like, as people.
I didn't think nothing of it. Sure. So we go in there. I'm trying to mingle. Now, just from being in the military, I already know where the exits are. Just because I was in the military, I've been deployed.
Sure.
I got to know where my exits are, just in case I got to leave. Mm-hmm. So I already know where the exits are. And my cousin is noticing, like, hey, girl, people are staring at us. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she was like, just pay attention. Because I'm accepting to everyone.
Right.
So I didn't, like I said, I did not think
Never
twice.
Crossed your mind. Yeah.
Never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
And then a friend that she brought with us, because there was 3 of us. Actually, there was 4 of us. Because she brought another girl who looks Hispanic, but is actually Persian. She's got long, dark hair, so she could have passed for Hispanic all day.
Right.
And then a white girl. And
so y'all just look like a circus.
We sure the fuck did. Okay, and everybody else in there.
Everybody wants Mexican. A ticket to the circus. Yeah, I get it. Girl. Okay.
So it was just, I didn't think nothing of it. So then I'm talking to my cousin. We overhear an argument, which happens to be our Persian friend getting into an argument with one of the Mexican guys. And
isn't it always a man, you guys?
Right. Oh my God. First of all, there was only like 6 of us girls there, including the other Mexican girls. Mm-hmm. And maybe I would roughly say like 50 guys. So our guard
sounds like an open mic in Tucson, am I right?
So my guard was up only because there were so many men in there.
Yeah.
That's it.
And?
That was my only concern.
Yeah.
It was an all-white party, but I was like, oh no, it's an all-white party and nobody's getting their white outfits dirty.
Right.
That's my thought.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So we overhear this argument, we turn around, and our Persian friend is arguing with the Mexican guy. And he says, and I quote, "You're the one who brought these nigga bitches in here." And I look at my cousin, we look at each other, and it was that look of, time to go. Yes. And we're looking at each other like, time to go. Persian friend is like, what you say? and punches the guy and breaks her wrists, fucks up his nose.
Love that.
Great, I love it too. But girl, at that time,
yeah, no, I get.
Everybody's coming for us.
Right.
So we're like, we gotta go. I'm trying to take off my heels, bitch. I can't take them off fast enough.
Damn,
we're trying to run to the car. We know for sure there's weapons at this party, so we're not trying to end up on no LA Times.
Right.
We're trying to run. So we run to the car. I don't know how we made it. We grab everybody. We get in the car. We're racing down the hill. We could see them. We get on the highway. We got away.
Yeah.
Sweet landing.
Right.
But that was the first time it dawned on me that there's Mexican people who don't like black people. That was the very first time ever. And that was like in 2006, 7, because my daughter was like 1.
Yeah.
Like in my whole life then, I had never come across that, never thought it was possible in life. It was shocking to me. Like I went home and cried.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Especially if you weren't expecting it. You were just like, I thought they hated us.
Right!
You know?
I was like, I didn't know that all...
Well, it's a systemic problem. There's this idea that, like... it benefits. It benefits the system we have in place if black people are pitted against Hispanics. And Hispanics are pitted against Asians. And... the Muslims are taking all our resources and don't let the Syrian refugees in because they'll just take our job. It's all bullshit.
It's bullshit.
It is, and I'm never gonna pretend. I've never been in a situation like that.
It was crazy to me.
As a woman, it's been like,
Yeah.
To be honest, any open mic I went to when I first got here, not that I felt like I was in danger, and I've never been in an experience that was like, my life is at risk or my well-being. But it's just like, it was way more pretentious than that. Of just like, I really am the only female here. Yeah. I really, really am and not that I felt like I was in danger, but it was just like, I'm fighting my own little dumb battle. But my life was never at risk. Like, I've never been in a situation where it's like, don't let your accent, don't let your I've never experienced that.
Yeah, I think that's why, like, I always have my guard up, especially if I go to an open mic and I'm the only girl there, Automatically, I'm just like,
Everybody's looking at you,
watch how you talk to me.
Yeah. No one's gonna get a gun out.
Right.
No one's gonna, but it's
like, for some reason, I have to be on guard.
I don't know about that. I've been to an open mic where I thought someone was actually gonna come back and, like, actually shoot me, so.
What did you say?
No, what did he do? It has nothing to do with me.
What did he do?
He went up on stage and did like a bunch of like really bad rape jokes. Like, not that they were.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something reference you did wrong, and he came in.
He came for me, but it wasn't like he just like went up on stage, told some really bad rape jokes. Not that they were like necessarily bad or anything. He was basically just saying like, I don't understand why women's problem. Women always complain of like. I wish my only problem was that men wanted to fuck me, but like not that funny and like super awkward and weird about it. And I'm the type of person who's like, I don't agree with your joke. I don't agree with your content. I'm not gonna come up to you and say anything.
Right.
I'm not gonna, all right. We all can be here. We can all tell our little jokes and whatever. I don't agree with you. I don't think you're funny. I'm not gonna say anything because that's not me. All right.
Right.
We all can be here. That's fine. The problem was, I was sitting next to someone, and he came up to me and said, what did you think about my set? And previously I had tried to give this individual feedback before because he asked me for it, and I was like, oh, these are the things that you should do, and he came back at me defensive. I told him like, you walked around a lot, you were super jittery, whatever, and maybe like just chill out a little bit, whatever. And he's like, well, you always sit down when you tell comedy, so like, and I was like, hey man, you don't want my opinion, don't fucking ask for it. That was several weeks before that. In this particular instance, he came up to me, what do you think about my, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to talk about it. And it was for 2 reasons. Number 1, and then like the content, whatever. Number 2, the last time I tried to give him feedback, he came at me and I was like, you don't actually want your opinion? I don't need to talk to you. And he started to get upset. He was like, well, why don't you want to talk about it? And I was like, it didn't have to do with the content at all. And I know that the person that was next to me that was sensitive to it and was like, not about it, whatever. And he came at both of us. And I was like, we're not doing this. Because, I said, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk about it. That's the end of the conversation. I don't know you a reason. I don't have room for you to talk to me anymore about this. And I told him that, and he walked away. He came up to me like 20 minutes, and we're in a lobby full of people at this point. He comes up to me and he's like, getting huffy, getting upset, just like, well, I don't understand. And I was like, we're not having this conversation. And everybody stopped and just like turned. And I was like, we're not having this conversation, and this is why. You don't get to just talk to me because you think you get to talk to me after I said, we're not talking about this. And he like legit stormed, like he left the building, and everybody was just like, do you want me to walk you to your car? And I was like, no. If he has, and that was the only time in comedy I was like, I might die. Like, and if I did, I'm like, just
damn.
So. Like,
but that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it was weird.
The fact that he questioned you twice why you don't want to have a conversation with him.
Right. Yeah. And
like, I applaud you so much for like, you have like I want that kind of like patience.
I wasn't nice. Like, and how could I be?
You didn't flip out. Like, it sounded like you didn't flip out.
I was ready to. I was ready to. If I had to like fight him in the parking lot, I would.
Yeah.
Like I was.
A pet peeve of mine is an aggressive dude. Lord have mercy, I cannot stand an aggressive man. Man.
And it's like, to be fair.
Like, relax. Like, who are you huffing and puffing? Do you want to fight her?
Right.
Do you want to fight her?
Yeah. What like?
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Relax. Calm down. Take a couple breaths.
Yeah.
That's what you motherfuckers tell us to do.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing, is how many women have come to him and been like, you can't talk to me that way.
Right.
Probably zero, which is probably one of the reasons why he got so upset, is because he's defensive, and he was just like, I don't know what to do, and that's not my problem.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was wild, dude.
Man, y'all need to get your shit together. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not. Well,
generally
not all of you.
Speaking,
generally,
some of you have it together, and like
it together.
There's always room for improvement.
Always
from everybody.
But like,
I will fight you in a parking lot, though.
Amen to that. And if I can't fight you, I got 8 bitches on speed dial.
I'm one of them.
We will get together. Like, come on now. Let's play another quick game. We're gonna do smoke or answer.
Good, because I'm ready to fight someone right now.
And
so like,
you can do drink or answer because you're not
that.
smoking. You're drinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll drink or answer. Okay.
Drink or answer?
Yeah.
Should I fill up a little bit?
Yep, fill up.
Do like a little song or something.
Oh, not a little song.
No? You don't sing?
Drink or answer.
That's good. Keep that.
Smoke or answer.
I'm ready.
All right, worst comedian ever. Somebody you know or somebody you don't know?
Pete Davidson? Is that his fucking name? Trash. Ugh.
Sidebar. He gotta have a big ass dick.
It's the tattoos. Or something. I don't know. I love a skinny white boy.
And you know, I think Ariana Grande said that.
What?
That he had a huge penis and she couldn't handle it.
You already know how I feel about big penises.
That's right.
I'm not into like whatever.
Right, yes, I'm a small person. Some of us can really take it. Hence, I'm married.
I complain too much.
I'm used to my husband now. Shout out to my husband. Do. Worst gift you have ever received?
I don't get any gifts.
One that you were just like, really? Thank you.
I probably don't even have it anymore. I probably threw it away. Drinks, I can't think of it.
Okay. I've never had anyone drink or smoke. Yes, you were first. Okay. Tell me someone who should burn in hell.
Mike Pence.
Second that. What would you sell your soul for?
It's too late, and I can't remember what I sold it for. Could not tell ya. It's gone. I cannot tell you.
You already
right,
sold it? You remember what it was?
No, I don't
You
remember.
gotta take half a sip then.
Okay.
Okay. What is the last law you broke?
Oh, I steal all the time. All the time. I probably stole today if I think hard enough. Oh yeah.
What kind of shit do you steal?
Fucking food, just
Really?
whatever.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's the second
All right.
person to admit
I don't
that.
steal from mom and pop, all right? But like City Market, I'm like, yeah, this banana is also, have you ever heard of banana discount?
No.
You just ring everything up as bananas and you weigh everything and then everything is 44 cents a pound. That giant ham hock you bought, 44 cents a pound. Yeah. The banana discount. It only works with the self-checkout. I don't do that one. It's way harder than just being like, yeah, these 2 cheeses are 1 cheese. And then that's it.
What have I been doing all my life? I need these
Following
hacks.
the law,
I
it's
need these
boring.
hacks to life.
It's
I do. I follow
boring.
the law. I do.
Well,
Every now, I'm black. Okay. So
All right.
I look wrong. This motherfuckers go lock my ass.
that's the thing is, dude, I will make straight up eye contact with you and be like, I stole all of this.
I'm too scared.
Have a nice day. I'll be back next week.
No, I'm scared as fuck. I'm scared
Alright.
as fuck.
That's
I
white
look at the
privilege.
camera like, it didn't scan.
Yeah, you're just like, did I get everything? Do you want to get my receipt? You got to make friends with all the people that work there.
Yes. That's me. My husband's like, fuck! We were.
Dude,
I could.
I stole.
Now, I
if
think
it
I
wasn't
would-
today, it was yesterday. You know what I mean? And it's never from people. It's always from people who deserve it. Walmart, City
Yeah.
Market. Whatever.
You know what though? I think I would, if it was like to rob these fucking banks, especially these big ones. I'm your girl. Call me. I'll do a heist.
No comment. I work at a bank.
That's right, you do.
I'll tell you right now, it's never worth it. They don't have enough money.
They sure do.
They don't.
I
Not
watch
in
too
their
many
vaults.
heist movies.
Everything's electronic now.
Yeah, I watch too many heist movies. So,
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on marriage? I know you're not married, but do you plan on marrying?
Yeah. Are we still playing the game? Or are we
No,
moving
the
on?
game was over. The game was the last law you broke.
All right. Well, that was what I stole. Marriage is slavery. Let's be honest. I've always known I didn't.
That's slavery.
I've always known I didn't want kids. But then I started to think, in my 20s, you know what? I don't know if I want to be married either.
Really?
Yeah, and now I'm just like,
You're in love though.
yeah.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, I am. So it started as a bit, as all good things in my life do. It did. It really did. He's like, meet me in Vegas. We'll elope. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that. And from that point, because this was supposed to be a one-night stand with this man, my husband, and then it didn't
Shout
happen.
out to the husband.
It didn't happen that way, and that's the running bit though. Is since that point, he started being like, well, you're my wife, and I'd be like, don't talk to my husband that way, whatever. And now we've been dating, and we're actually gonna have to get married someday, maybe.
What does he do?
Everything. I don't know. He's a comedian and he writes poetry and whatever he wants. He hosts bingo, loves bingo these days.
Did she just say poetry?
Yeah.
Ladies.
Yeah.
First of all, that is That is...
Does my face look stupid right now?
No, you look beautiful. You look like you're
so
blushing
red?
talking about your man that writes poetry.
You know me.
Like, yes.
You know me. I'm fucking special, dude. I'm fucking special. So if I'm blushing this much and being this much of a 13-year-old girl right now,
just showing.
He's fucking special. You know what I mean? Like,
Aww.
that's why this.
I love that. I love that.
You saw me just about to beat up a man in a parking lot, and I was like, oh my God. He deserves that.
Yes. What's his name? Shout him out.
Oh my God.
Shout him out, girl. Shout it to the rooftops. Oh, you're not going to shout him out? Shout out to the poets, damn it. Shout out to the poets, damn it. You got over here blushing, chagrinning like that cat from Alice in Wonderland. I love it.
His name is Jeff Stonick. I call him Jeffrey Lynn because, you know.
Shout out to Jeffrey.
Yeah, he's great.
Yes. Jeffrey, I'd love to have you on the show. Like, come tell... I'd like you to talk, do some poetry, do some spoken word. Like, that is amazing. Like, men who write poetry songs, that's sexy as fuck. Like, they don't have a lot of men that do that anymore.
No, he is
Hence, that's why I'm
bisexual, though,
married
so you can
to-
only give him 50 credit.
Oh, just 50%. Well, he gets some. Even women who write poetry, that shit is sexy too. She gets all of the credit. Yes. That's why I love my husband. He writes music. And
That's poetry.
yes, it's beautiful. Like, those are like the sexiest men on the planet. So shout out to Jeffrey. Yes, Jeffrey. Yes. Anyways, girl, like, what do you have going on? Like, what future shows do you have? Like, tell the people where you're going to be at
When
so
does
they
this
can
air?
see you. In a couple weeks, I think.
A couple weeks?
Yeah.
Okay,
Actually, no. This will air next week.
I got 2 shows this weekend. Well, a shout out to the...
Monday.
I'm doing...
This will air Monday.
Okay. Well, I'm doing the Chicano show this Friday, but I'm doing another Chicano show at Chuckleheads on the 25th of February. I'm featuring on that one. Jesus Oramente puts that show on. He's
Shout out to
great.
Jesus.
He's great. So that'll be fun. I've never actually been to Chuckleheads in Bisbee, so I need to get up there before I'm just like, hey guys. The Lady Bitch show is going on. Jen Lamfers hosts that. That's this weekend, but it's been a running so far. She's been doing it every couple of months, so hopefully we'll do another one.
Nice.
Great show. Doing Lady Haha on the 1st of February. I think I'm doing stand-up for that one. They've got one April 1st. I'm doing Badlesque for that, so I'll be doing bad for, I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet. I will, though, because I'm a creative, but
Nice.
I'm doing Artabella on the 4th with Joey G.
Okay.
I'm doing, is it Black Rock Brewery with Mo Urban. Love Mo. She's hilarious.
Yes.
That's on February 12th.
Yes.
So I'll be on that show.
Yeah.
And
Looking
then
forward to seeing Mo.
yeah, Mo's great.
I'm gonna have her on the show.
Oh, nice. She's
Yeah.
so fucking funny, dude.
She
She's
is.
such a
Shout out
great
to
writer
Mo.
and a really nice person too.
Yeah,
Just like
absolutely amazing person.
yeah, she's
Yes.
great. So
Nice.
yeah, I got a lot coming up. Got some stuff through my. Oh, I'm headlining. I'm
Where
headlining.
you headlining?
The pizza place. What?
Catalina!
I'm headlining in Catalina on the 22nd. of
Okay.
April.
Yes, Catalina. Yes.
I think Tony's featuring for me on that, and then yeah, so that'll be really fun. Yeah, follow me, Bianca Marie Comedy at Bianca Marie Comedy or Bianca Rodriguez on Facebook if you're 50 and older, but I prefer it to be on Instagram at Bianca Marie Comedy.
Oh, she got jokes for us.
Sorry. But yeah, I'm on there, and that you can follow me there, and that's where all my stuff is.
Nice.
So.
Well, you are an amazing person. Like, I remember when I first met you, and I told you, there was just something different and just electrifying about you that, like, I gotta meet this girl. And, like, you're funny as fuck. You're a dope-ass dancer. I'm glad that you got to be on the show. Thank you so much.
Thanks for inviting me into your
for
home.
coming. Like, thank
It's been
you. I
great,
appreciate you so much. Like, you're awesome.
I can't wait till you're
And-
famous. I'm like, yeah, I was on
Girl,
that.
that's what we can hope for. You know, hopefully we can have a whole.
It's coming.
Come on, you guys, go follow me.
I feel
Sessions
famous.
with Stephanie right here. Shout out to my daughter. for drawing this good artwork.
You're
Shout
wearing
out,
that
yes.
right now.
No, this is I'm actually wearing that.
But you're wearing the robe.
I'm wearing the robe.
That's
yes,
incredible.
I'm wearing the robe. Shout out to my daughter again. This is my husband's album. Shout out to TR3. You guys go follow him on all music platforms. Go follow me on YouTube, Stephanie Leonga. Go follow me on Facebook, Sessions with Stephanie, Instagram, TikTok. I'm still working on TikTok. You know, Bianca just called me 50. Yeah, I am.
Oh, I'm not the person to do TikTok.
Is fucked up. I got like one damn video on the TikTok. Keep banning me because they said I'm doing fucked up shit on my videos. So they keep deleting my videos. I think it's because I'm smoking on all of them. But
oh my god, yeah, that's why.
Is that why?
Yeah, I started TikTok to do my like I've got like a stripper pole in my house, so I wanted to do like all my, and they were like automatically like, this video's been taken down. I'm like, how am I supposed to get stripper money if I can't like be on
My show is on smoke. How am I supposed to get some smoking money if I can't smoke?
TikTok, you're gonna make me go to the actual strip club?
You know what I'm saying?
This seems counterintuitive. Like what? Okay.
Yes. But go follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Sessions with Stephanie. Thank you so much for watching. We've had the funny, the beautiful Bianca, Trey on the tech shit. You guys are amazing. Have a good one. Love you.